Uh-oh. Hi, I'm James, the lead tech here at Karma, and today I'm going to show you how to fit your spare wheel in the event of a flat tyre. You can have multiple types of spare wheels. You can have a space saver like this one, a full-size alloy wheel, a collapsible spare wheel, or a tyre inflation kit. It's super important to know how to change your spare tyre, just in case you get stuck or stranded and left in a dangerous situation at the side of the road. Modern vehicles today have TPMS fitted to them. That stands for Tyre Pressure Monitoring System. There are two types of TPMS. There's direct TPMS, which actually measures pressure and temperature inside the tyre. And there's the indirect system, which uses your road wheel speed to detect a pressure loss. If you're not comfortable with changing your own spare wheel, it's always advisable not to drive on the wheel. However, if you are stuck, drive at a very slow speed, as braking and handling will also be massively affected. I'd always advise stopping in a safe spot, put your hazard lights on, make sure there's plenty of space around you. All of your spare tools or your spare tyres should be located in the boot. Some of the four-wheel drives actually have an external tyre. Most vehicles will have a toolkit comprising of a jack, which you put lace under the vehicle and lift the vehicle safely. There's a wheel brace for undoing your wheel nuts, and there's the little cranking handle for when you're using on your jack. This normally slots into the wheel brace to allow it easier to rotate. First step is to always loosen your wheel nuts first. Sometimes these can be a little bit tight, so you will need to put a bit of additional pressure on with your foot. Prior to jacking up the vehicle, you should always make sure that either one, the vehicle is locked in park or the park brake is on to prevent the vehicle from rolling away. You always need to make sure when jacking the vehicle you put in the appropriate spot. Some vehicles have a little arrow indicating where you should jack up the vehicle. If not, find the spot normally with a little cutout of that on the seal panel and jack it from there. If you don't jack the vehicle in the right place, it can cause a lot of damage to the underside. It goes without saying, and there's a warning on every jack, but please do not get under the vehicle when you're jacking it up. This isn't the easiest thing, but once you get a little rhythm going, it makes it a hell of a lot easier. Once the car is fully in the air, it's then a lot easier to loosen off the nuts. It's always best to have a little look through the wheel and see if you can line up the studs or the spokes beforehand. And it makes it a lot easier to just slide the wheel on. It's always best when tightening the wheel up to do it in a star pattern so the wheel sits and seats nice and evenly. I'd advise before putting the vehicle back down on the ground, just give them a little nip up with the wrench so the wheel remains seated nicely and the pressure is put back on the vehicle. Always remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey. When the vehicle's back down on the ground, give the wheels an extra little tighten. It's always advisable putting your full body weight into it, and then also getting a local tyre shop to check your wheels torqued correctly once you manage to get there. So that's how you change your spare tyre. Super easy and very handy to know. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments below.